I am going to show, I'll show my other screen here as I'm a little bit unprepared. I'm not set up. Talking with Jose about how I'm trying to make TradeView, TradeGateHub and TradeGate better. So as I sign in, I will put the option flows. Repeat June buyer, Alcoa. For those that are in copper, why not go for some aluminum? Although Coach, the first coach debate Coach and I ever got in, he was right. It was about Alcoa. I mean, it's an amalgamation, but Alcoa aluminum. Alcoa, June sweeps, that what you want. AMRAM. Has anybody ever heard of that one? Not to sound facetious. December calls. Somebody missed the whole train, so somebody put $500,000 in. December 40 calls. MRM. CNC, Alcoa, they're adding to Alcoa. They're buying the dip in MRAM, although a little extended. We'll get to the charts in a second. Look at this, CNC taking calls. And you know what? SG is sharp enough because it's on every one of her scanners. New high. United Healthcare is actually acting very well. What's the baby brother of United Healthcare, you say? CNC, taking more calls there. July, FCX. Where's Rich? I miss Rich. We'll get you back, Rich. Taking more calls. July, ERO, Playa. You can't get any more copper than ERO. The copper underbelly play. Is it too late? No. Why? Who says that the ERO can't pull an MU? Well, not maybe an MU. An MXL, by the way, down 12. Thank you. Okay, I digress. MRAM. Alcoa, all over the board. Everybody right now should be either muting me or getting on their scanner, industry groups, and punching up AA. And then should come every other stock and what other stocks are above the 50-day relative strength. That's what you should be doing right now. MRAM is something we're going to got work a position with. You just can't buy 4,000 at the market and let it go. Stock moves $2 in a minute, $2 every 10 minutes. Alcoa, that's what everybody should be doing now. Win, lose, or draw. RXT. Very good, Gene. You know what? You know what, Juice? I actually think that's the first time I ever hear you said something predicated to a call. Now, hold on a second. I know you trade ODT options, but I'm talking about maybe reinforcing or going with the long-term call program. I also, SG, have my eye on that KRMN. I'm going to tell you something. This room is very impressive. It's very impressive. No second best, coming up with some great. I don't know where you're getting these. I have that star. I swear on Tony Pistachio, I have AEVA star. Where's Toddler? What happened to Toddler? Jane Norm always all around it. It wasn't what Jane Norm Nestle said about Moss. It was what he said about it. It was why he said it, not the stock in particular. F sell highs. Why not? I'm down to how much? Only 800 VG. Oh, I only have 800 VG left here, but that's okay. Socks. I killed it in the socks. I'm not going to lie. And CAI. Let me just say something. Oh my God, Alcoa. Forget about what I did. This thing looks great. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Holy smokes. Let me take myself off the screen. Something to argue with it. Talk me. No, the last time I said talk me out of something, I'll show you what happened. Alcoa. All right, let's look at CNX. CNX aluminum on the launch pad. Let's go through them. ERO copper going higher with or without you playing. FCX. Is that self-explanatory? Even I listen. Speaking of Rich, even I flinched. I didn't flinch. Even I was saying what we saw the calls go off here. Even I'm saying, those aren't what happened. FCX back in business. Oof. Look, that's the reason why I'm skeptical on fuel cell. Fuel cells, listen, fuel cell, if I was sure fuel cell is even in higher than Nokia. I'll tell you one thing. BlackBerry's a dog, but one thing I'm seeing about this Nokia going off on a tangent, I think this thing's going a lot higher. From all the macro things or whatever, everything from Fibonacci's to macro to being an AI to being invested with Nvidia. And you know what? This fuel cell goes in that camp, man. One of these stocks is going to go at least double for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not lying, but BlackBerry digressing, I don't think is one of them. Let's get back to it. RXT, Juice trading very well. Coach trading very well. The passion in me for this room also starts or resonates from the fact that if you're smart enough to find this free room and take advantage of it because it's free, because I could show you other rooms here that have, there's 100, 200 people, they're paid subs, like the Wall Street Jesus feed. He's got like 80, 90 in there, but you're smart enough to navigate to find this with me, coach, and what we're doing here, then you're smart enough to get a good dissertation out of me because you got lucky. Juice, 6:30 in the morning. See, you want to talk about evolution? Not only is he driving a nicer car now, he used to give us quotes from his television. You used to see like a half picture, a half painting on the wall of Juice giving a quote in the morning, although it was early and nobody ever denied his passion. But now we're getting, and I appreciate that, Juice. VG worked into numbers. Now we'll go over the VG trade. I got to write this down or else I will forget it. So we're going over VG. We're going MRAM. We're going over Alcoa. We're going over how I cut a nice loss in, what was that stock I had? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to say something, and I know Coach's style. Coach leads by example. But when Coach is on to a 3 drive, okay, let's say if Coach is a golfer, he has a driver, a 2 wood, a 3, 2 and a 3 iron, a 3 drive. Coach is, in my opinion, I don't have a stat on this. His highest win percentage when it comes to first, second, or third drives because he's a pro. And just like myself, we're usually early on something. That's why the first drive takes time. But when Coach is in a 3 driver, watch out. SC, I have it in the fund. I got lucky in this thing. And it's going higher. And you know what else is going higher? It's the Singapore one. You know what it is? PDD. Oh no, what happened to this? The other one, PDD. We'll go over charts in a second, but listen, you know what the first thing I see when I see this chart? This is the first thing that flashes through my mind. My peers and contemporaries had this short in a big way. I have a bigger peer group, and trust me, I'm the piker in the group. They're all bigger than me, and not just the stature. All right, this is pure on the short side. First of all, it's sexy. It's a $95 stock, so it's got the juice in it. Second of all, it's going the complete opposite way. Thirdly, it has the volume. Oh, not many people may have heard the stock. I do. My universe is a little bit broad, and that's fair. But Tony Pistachio, this guy's snoring. Hawk, by the way, how'd those IPOs go? You know what I am? I'm underprepared. Hawk. Ooh. I got the IPO guys. Anybody's got an idea on an IPO that's working? I'm going to tell you, I'll take the responsibility. I'll pick the one that's going to work. I haven't gone through them, but I haven't gone through them yet. This McDonald's, Wing, Shack. You know what? Shack the other day was down $32, and it has nothing. First day up, Shack. But I'm not going to do it. But that's incredible. McDonald's. I call McDonald's live. Remember that earnings call? I yelled at everybody. I said, if you don't see McDonald's have a $20 range, then you don't. I yelled if you're not having a scanner, you didn't see it. But by the way, that did come to fruition. And by the way, it turned out to be a big deal. The McDonald's move. When I chirped about the scanner. IPOs. Well, obviously CBRS is the big one. JD turning into a long. This, by the way, see this? This is similar to a Moss. As I tell somebody to buy more JD calls. Bid for more of the JD calls. Fact. All right, JD pulled a Moss. They could have tanked it at earnings. Now JD under own has everything you want. There's the weekly above the weekly 50-day or curling up. JD, although the other China ones are weak, but they have been led by Baidu. Fun position. You're welcome. JD, keep an eye on this. This one could be fresh. It lets you down, but you got to do it. JD is pure. Let's go to Moss again. I'm going off on tangents. I just can't. I got to talk stocks. IPI. He'll probably about IPI one more time. Forget about it. Oh, when a stock runs $6, then you should be chirping about it. CF, NTR, ABM, ADM, Archer Daniels Midland. You want to know why this one is going to work more? Because it's a problem company. Problem meaning there's a lot of negative. I think they have like loss. It was almost like a Johnson and Johnson in the talcum powder situation with this freaking ADM. Trust me. But IPI, good call. And you know what? I was being facetious, but something like that is every reason. You want to take a loss, fine. I'm not going to talk. By the way, good sale on Campbell's. Ugh, Campbell's soup, $20. I know the owner, literally. $20 on Campbell's soup. Max Linear. Where was the low today? Max Linear. Where was the low today? That should be a song. Max Linear low today was right under the printer. They stopped the out at 87.5, the striker. The weekly on MXL didn't break it yet, but MXL, by the way, all of a sudden you turn around, everybody's trying to pick the top. You turn around, it's $14 below her. It's incredible. It's incredible. Guests. Look at the guests we're having this week. Mark Chandler, welcome aboard. Twice. Adam Button. I know he's you know what? He gets a lot of likes, this guy, Adam Button. I don't think it's just a cool name. Do you know BKSY actually hit a new year high today? Do you know that? I couldn't believe it. I almost took it short, but I said, I'm not going to do it. BKSY at one point had a range of 29. Look at your scale. I'm looking at 29 to 40. Look at this. The other day, they stopped somebody right on the 50-day, and I bought 8,000 shares, and I'm like, well, I'm buying something below the 5 and 10-day. And I made $1 in it, left 12 on the table. You know what I mean. You know how it goes. That's why I don't concentrate, because you were so happy you made money going the opposite way that you just sell it. Oil, posted this morning. Dale Pinkert has more about that, I'm sure. CAI, I'll show you about that. Boom, boom, boom. UNH, there's Sherry all over it. All over CNC. Nice job, Sherry. And you know what? And CNC follows. And we could look at the other ones. Maybe they go. Cardinal Health pulling a doji. That's interesting, by the way. I'll buy 500 of that in the fund because I like the stock. I like seeing Cardinal Health. ANPX. Hope it goes to 100. There's a lot of bond talk today, too. That scared a lot of people. NTR. I know. I like it. Cool symbol, NTR. NTR is the old AGU Agrium, isn't it? NTR is a combination of that AGU and gave. I had it on the list. What a stock! So we got to take seriously. No second best pointed it out. I had it. Can't follow them all. So we got to take. Okay. You know what, Sherry? Swarmer. I thought about you yesterday. Was up 20. I think Swarmer was up 30% yesterday. It was 27 to 34. Schwarmer. Good afternoon, everyone, as I say hello and I look at the Schwimmer. David Schwimmer. Somebody's actually mowing the lawn during TradeGateHub. Obviously, if they'd listen to TradeGateHub, somebody'd be doing it for them. That's the difference between us and them. CDE, nice job, Sherry. See, Sherry, did you buy VG? XE. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. And I'm not surprised. Jane Norm picking some XE up. I'll look at it. I'm gonna write it down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy some in the fund. I'm gonna start a fund position. I'm gonna buy some Cardinal Health, some J, add to JD and XE. Rocket Lab. I see your questions, TZ. Bottom line is your questions can be answered a lot, and I'll answer as many as I can that were at least uh, dynamically relevant. Go back and look at all these type of scanners and what's a dream. I know souls. You know what? Who likes souls? Connor Bates likes souls. Connor Bates reminds with something that I might even. You know what? He liked it. No one's looking at it. And you know what? SOLS had the. You know what? I was watching that too. It's still a buy. This kid liked it. Copper. There you go, Connor. There, right here. I'll never forget. One thing that will tell you, I've been through a lot. I do have a good memory. Souls might be written. This was like yesterday. Might be written after everyone. You know what? It wore me out. But you know what? It's not where stock has been. It's where I'm going. And this is the type of environment where it what everyone it could do it. I'm getting animated now. ERO. Listen. TZ9 from everybody. I know Jane don't know. There's the public Jesus feed. He's even on ERO. And what was he? The guy was. You can't get hotter than Jesus right now. He was even on MRAM. Ugh, MRAM. MRAM. You know what? I looked at UPS was on the 50. You know what? UPS. See that? I see Kramer. He was chirping from the what is it? The FedEx hangar, right? So I'm looking at FedEx. I'm like, all right, maybe he's gonna pop it. Then I looked at UPS. Anybody take a gander at this thing coming back down to the 200-day on sale? And you know what? The rest of the airlines aren't even that bad. It's not like they're blasting everything. And I know that's not really an airline, but uh, FedEx hanging above the moving averages. UPS, it's worse to take a stab if someone's going to buy some, you know, a macro situation or even a trade. I could do worse. But UPS held the 200-day. Next, I know what everybody in everybody's back of their mind, in my mind. You know what I keep hearing? And I'm not kidding. You know, I hear like a pulse. Alcoa, Alcoa, Alcoa. I'm not kidding. I keep hearing that in the back of my head. It's Rocket Lab versus, listen, it's first, when it comes to the space and the rockets, it's the best versus the worst. It's ASTS versus RKLB to a degree. RKLB. You know what I mean? This is RKLB. It's either one of two things. You're either going to put this thing away and come back and check back with us 6 months later, or you're in it to take money out of the market. You can't sit in this thing. Maybe it does pop through the 120, take $3, $4 off it. I'm not sure. But believe me, you can't be, as things are getting a little bit looser now, you can't be getting that proverbially cavalier. Player in a new tax bracket with copper. Waka Waka. Why didn't anybody bring up the wok? What is this thing? Did somebody bring up HBM? This HBM, I think, could be the one. That's also in the back of my head. I don't know why. HBM on the list. HBM might even go in the fund and the Mike V active account. HBM, I like. I like the volume. I could listen. If it was a semi, would I buy it? If it was a gold, would I buy it? If it was a retailer, would I buy it? Yeah. So I'm going to start discriminating now. RXT. What a freak. That's, you know what? That's in the fuel. That RXT is in the fuel cell Nokia camp. RXT is in the fuel cell. David Hunter. There's Dave trying to get in touch with you. Hey, Dave, F you. This is an imposter. Although he's had a hell of a call with the melt up, I'm not going to lie. And you could go back to David Hunter. You know what I knew was fake? He spelled Michael wrong. Although, is that the obvious one? He spelled Michael wrong. How could he, you know what I mean? Michael's, it's like spelling John wrong. It's Apple. I knew it too. I had this AAPU over in me. Told well. This thing's cool. I missed the move in this OSS. I like to trade that OSS. That's a 3 drive. I don't, you know what? I don't know. That's not a 3 drive. I'm not good with that. Coach correct me that day when I thought it was a 3 drive. It turned out to be. I'm not good at the drives. I can take that drive. I can still hit the driver at about 280. I'm not going to lie. ERO, Q. Let's see what Mancini says. A rip into the close. Adding to JD calls. Might be. Gotcha. On Rocket Labs. WB. 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 I think that's the WB. I like that stock too. Warner Brothers. That's not bad. I've made some good money in this stock. I've had good luck with this stock. I'm not gonna lie. Good eye share. KC in the Sunshine Band. BE Key. Pardon me. NXT. How does this not work? How does this not work? You want to talk about this would be upsetting from a belief in relative strength. I have no position if it didn't work because this stock, considering what the Solars have been doing, even the proverbial best of breeds, has been showing relative strength, just like almost the Citibank did through the. It would be a shame if this didn't work with NXT. It would be a big disappointment for the relative strength and in general. I'm not going to play it. CAI. I'd like to give a couple. Some very good trading points were made today. By the way, do me a favor. Anybody, I gotta let me hold on a second. I got an IPO guy. Believe me, this is gonna. You want to make it. If there's a good IPO coming in, I'm gonna get the call like 350. All right, so believe me, I'll load into it. I'm good. If any IPO is sexy, we're gonna do it. So hang in there. I got an IPO person. CAI, okay. I took it long. I didn't know I had earnings. I took 28. I was down 88,000 the most in the stock. Didn't average down. I think maybe I bought four more at 16. There's today. The other day, where is it? I actually had a half a point in it, thank God. It closed at 1977. And unfortunately, I didn't sell at 1735. I turned around and it was 1575. So 19, I'm down $4 on 20 and change. I averaged down to it, bought like another 4,000. Then today, there it is. It went from 1595. I sold 1794 and I cut a dramatic loss. And I was hammering the thing at the high. I can't believe I got it. 2,000 shares, 4,000 shares, like 10,000 shares. I think I sold at 1720s. And then, by the way, I'm buying it back, baby. So anyway, I cut a decent loss. You'd think I'm kidding? IPO Dave is one of the IPO guys. Look who he's following. I don't know. I don't have it. This is a sloppy freaking chart. What is this thing? It's not an IPO, is it? First thing I had to do is buy Alcoa. That's number one. In quadruple up movement. Oh, you didn't like it 5 minutes ago? It's 64. Why don't you buy it at 67? Look at this freaking thing. Might have to buy CNX. I'm not gonna lie. Lego my ego breaking high. Whole market's ripping back. DGGX. This is the one. This is the one. Do you hear me? This is the one. Did I stutter? Exit. Fuel cell. Atom. Car. Bro is positive. Philip Morris making a move. Fly. Ripping. Rocket Labs. YSS down 4. I can't believe I just bought Alcoa up like that, but I only bought for 800. Did I buy 800? Yeah. Silver coming back nicely. Silver coming back nicely. Silver's freaking ripping. Oh, look at this AG. Are we in this thing? Come on, guys. Market's flying, and it's all, you know what it is? BW. What about BW? I'm in this thing. What is this HBM? I need it. 4,000 HBM. Oh. FCX. Can't get enough of it. Hut. Can't get enough of it. Hut hike. You want a stock? Put HYMC. HYMC is on the launch pad again. This stock I told you yesterday is taking a tremendous amount of calls. FPS, I'm buying it all morning. And actually, I'm going to sell some because I'm DGXX, MRAM, both breaking high of the day. BW, RXT, Rackspace, XE in the back of my head. All bad sign for Quantum, QUBT up, and the best of breed IONQ taking the day off. GDXJ, breaking high, miners, reversal. GDXJ looks as sexy, as tasty as they come, baby. Bouncing off their. Oh. No, I don't have any MPX. I have it in the fund, Cherry. I told you what I did with it. Everybody's laughed at me when I said EGI, when I said JP Morgan bombs. They laughed at me. I said JP Morgan bombs. Pang. Walmart. Yeah. Nokia's got nothing. So PAS, puff puff pass. Puff puff pass. PAAS. I can't believe I bought Alcoa there. Am I up in it? Be ready to damage down in Alcoa, Mike V. Humana breaking high. They like all anything that makes money. Or can sock it away. Health and freaking copper. JD. JD, baby. Got the JD. MRAM. UNH. DuPont. Dow Chemical. CC. Music Factory. Sierra WD. Nothing. Meta. Nothing. MRAM. That's the one. This is the section. Right here. This section. You see it? Right here. Where's Ava? That's going in there. And oh, Ava. LQDA, sexy. LQDA. Sherry, where are you on this one? LQDA. Oh, man. Well, you know what? These stocks doing this tells you there's some juice left in the market. It's not just SanDisk driving everything up. You know what I mean? That's what they could tell me. Am I in LQUDA? No. QS. Took the calls. I stared at it. Alcoa. MRAM. See, listen, you don't believe it, man. They were buying this MRAM a while ago and it works. Just freaking follow. I'm trying to lead you to the water. Alcoa. Can I buy it? Oh, I'll be ready to average down on that one. JP Morgan, bombs. Does anybody? I will. I wish I had something to offer somebody. First person to find what I wrote it showed JP Morgan bombs gets 100 USD cash. Just so you could prove the lesson. JP Morgan bombs are coming in. $800 JP Morgan market. Boom. Cardinal Health Fund. What is it? 100? 800 market. Boom. XE. I type like Herman Munster. It used to be fast too. XE's not in there yet. HBM mining. I want to put that one in the fund so I don't pay up for Alcoa. What happened here? In the fund. Freaking 8,000 HBM. Right, watch the freaking print here. You don't think it's real? Watch this. There's HBM. Right here, 8,000 mark. Watch. Ooh. Hey, Domino's. You know what's pure? Hut. Hut is very good. This hut is very, very, very good. Very good, this hut. Excellent. There's no excuse not to even have this in a demo account if you want to learn how to trade. HUT breaking high. MRAM breaking high. Silver breaking high. US breaking high. RTX first day. What's that one, Carmen? I think these defense stocks might be having a first day upset type of situation here. Carmen looks good. MRAM is going nuts. Nuts. Went up $5 since I started the video. Starbucks looks great. Clorox taking a lot of calls. I'm serious. This is 2 days in a row. What should we be taking note of really? JP Alcoa, obviously, JP Morgan, VG, they're following it up. They've been following it up all morning. Just like Meisner said. Oscar, what a comeback in Oscar Madison. Want to talk about a healthcare stock from the dead? Oscar. I can't believe this stock did that. I got to put it back on the screen. Oscar making the cut, along with CVS. HBM by a little bit more than BKR breaking high. BKR is the #1 driller stock that has been strongest. That's breaking high. Drillers. Well, obviously, oil is doing what's doing. The VIX. What's going now? VIX, very, very important. What is this? What is this? Any questions? I can't believe Oscar did that. VG, we could back up some winners here. UVXY. VIX near the low. QS ripping. Ripping. AMPX batteries, EOS. still range. QS going higher. USAS, Globe, GLBE, GLBE, GLBE off the bottom. No, USAS, yes. USAS, United America's Gold and Silver Corporation. It has freaking America in it. US, S. RXT. Here it is. New highs RXT. Every buy stop immediately gets triggered. RXT. There's the stops. That's what happens when it stops. All right. There's RXT. New highs. BW. Buy more of it. Welcome aboard. Alcoa. I'm down in it. It's a funny. AG looks good. This guy's mowing the lawn next to me. What a freaking piker. Right in power hour. I know form factor. I know form factor. You know what? It's got everything you want. I like the fact that well, but listen, that double volume day, that's perplexing to me, that huge volume back to back. I mean, it did close in the middle of the rain. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to follow that just because I'm interested in what it does. The weekly holding, I wouldn't talk you out of it. I mean, it's LQDA. It has been a long while. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's a matter where you're going with LQDA. And by the way, this isn't an all go for the market all clear, by the way, because when a lot of these leaders are down like this, it's not good. It's just they're going so it's I wouldn't be looking for any type of future freaking continue to just absolutely go berserk. DXYZ. DXYZ is like an MXL now. You got to remember something, toddler. And I didn't make this up. It was a Markman and every or something like 80% of the stocks pull back 50%, 50% of the stocks pull back 80%. Late option flow, 351. Let's go. You're getting privy to it. Alcoa, JP Morgan. So we end up seeing, it's a little bit later ago. Lunar calls, RXT, Oklo. That's it. All right, I'll let everybody go. Let you trade the close. I'm going to cut these things shorter. Cheers.